Hi, today I would like to introduce a new feature called Tax Transaction Change Management. This feature is available in AutoCount Accounting version 1.8 Build 15 revision 123 and above. Previously, when the GST processor has processed the GST return for a period, the period log mechanism will log the related documents to prevent from accidental modification that may be affect correctness of the document. As such, if the user is required to modify some parts of a document that is logged, they are required to manage the period log exception. While this in itself is easy to apply, an issue may arise in that with the period log exception being open, any other modification could occur on other documents, and these changes might be accidental. By using Tax Transaction Change Management, it will prevent such issue from ever occurring as well as giving users more flexibility. So, what is Tax Transaction Change Management? Explained in a simple way, it works by comparing the changes being done to the document which containing the tax transaction with its original version and assigning a severity level on each of the changes done. The level of severity that is assigned to changes are low, medium, and high. If the user making the changes have the correct access right level to save the changes, he or she will be allowed to save the changes done to the document. However, if the user does not have the access right level to do so, the changes will not be saved and the document will revert to its original condition. In order to set this access rights, kindly go to General Maintenance, User Maintenance, select Access Rights, kindly expand AutoCount Accounting, expand GST, and look for Tax Transaction Change Management, and expand it. There is the access rights of Allow to Save Process Tax Transaction. So it has three levels of severity, which are low, medium, and high. For example, if you want certain user have the access right for low severity, you may click on low severity and go to the right panel, check the users or user groups and click apply. So the users or groups they are allowed to access severity low will be listed at here. Now let's do an example in order to see how does Tax Transaction Change Management function. We assume our GST is monthly submission. Now we want to do a modification for April tax invoice which is already submitted GST. So we'll go to Sales, Invoice. We assume that we want to edit this invoice. Because the date is wrong, so we'll change the date to 9th of April and click Save. So when you click Save, there will be a prompt out showing the severity of this modification and asking whether do you want to continue to save. Since this is the modification of tax date which is in the same GST process period, so it considered as low severity. If you want to continue to save, you may click Yes. Since we have set access right for low severity, we are allowed to save these changes. Now we try to change the invoice date to 3rd of May. Let's see what will happen. So we edit the invoice again and change the invoice date to 3rd of May and click Save. So when you click Save, there also will be a prompt out. However, this prompt out showing high severity for the changes. This is because 3rd of May is out of GST process period. These changes or modifications considered as high severity. Besides that, this prompt out also showing the Save aborted. We are not allowed to save these changes or modifications. This is because users don't have access right to save for high severity changes. Just now we just set the access right for low severity. So if you want to set the access right, kindly go to General Maintenance, User Maintenance, Access Rights, double click and double click for GST and double click for tax transaction change management. So we will add the users and click apply. So now we go back to the invoice and click save. So now you can continue to save. You may click yes if you want to save. Changes of tax code also considered as high severity. So we can try to do it. We try to change this tax code, change to ZRL, and click save. So it also prompt out is a high severity. You may click yes if you want to save. For medium severity, it will occur when you insert or delete tax code which is OP or OS and change between tax code OP or OS to empty tax code and vice versa. Let's try to edit invoice 1 and add in one item with OS tax code and click save. So it prompt out is a medium severity. So if you want to continue, you may click yes. This table illustrates the type of action as well as its severity level. You may get this table from AutoCount support website, which is support.autocountsoft.com. Then you may look for release note, AutoCount accounting version 1.8 build 15 release note. So you may have a look for this table. If the user did not receive any prompt when saving a modified document with tax transaction, this means that the modification done does not impact the tax transaction itself and is safe. As such, the tax transaction change management mechanism will not trigger any prompts to the user, and the save operation will continue without any other input from the user. To help users manage and track the changes done under this mechanism, a new report is also introduced. This report is named as Tax Transaction Change Tracking Report, and it will display the changes done, the severity of the changes, as well as who did the changes. In order to get this report, you may go to GST, Tax Transaction Change Tracking Report. This is the filter options. You may select the tax date range. So I will select from 1st of April until 31st of May. Then you can click on Inquiry. So it will show out the changes we did just now. It will show the severity, changes, and also the user who did the changes. So you may expand on the changes in order to compare with the previous record. This is the previous record. So you may see that the changes on the tax date. This one is also the changes on tax date. This is the changes on tax code from SRS to ZRL. This one is we insert a new tax code which is OS. So you may double click on the document in order to get the document details. So this is the document details. This is the explanation of tax transaction change management. Thanks for watching.